to the planning board meeting of July 8th. Let's do roll call.
David Kriegel.
Greg Cranford.
Matt Fox.
Julie Weisenberg here.
Marcus Kesser.
David Austin.
Sean Davey.
Great. Yeah. All right, first order of business for us is going to be to approve the minutes from June 10th, our last meeting. And I take it everyone had a chance to look at it. Jessica asked them earlier. Any discussion, any comments on that? Would someone like to make a motion and we accept it?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Matt, second. Okay, Sean, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we don't have any bills to pay tonight.
We just had one come in.
It came in a little bit late, so
Okay.
we'll just put it short bill, we'll put it on for next meeting. All right, we do have to do an adjustment, well, there's actually an extension request from 3 and 5 Borough Hall Lane. So we're going to do that resolution. They asked for more time. And on this one, I believe it was a little discrepancy in the recording of the deeds. And so that has to be straightened out. There was correspondence that Jessica showed us. So their attorney has asked for an extension. Rick has written up the resolution. And so we are going to give them a 3-month extension until October 8th, 2025. So I would just need a member to,
Motion that
Make a motion.
approve this extension of 5 Borough Lane.
that's got this,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Great. That's it for that one. Yes. So I need a motion to close the business meeting.
Make a motion to close.
Thank you, Marcus. David Austin, second. Thank you. Closes at 7:02. And it's open. It's like a record, I know.
No bill.
And we're going to move into our work session. Again, we just did the R&B Radigan lot line adjustment. They have until September 8th. Again, we're just still waiting on the filing of those deeds. We just, in fact, just did the resolution for the extension to October for 3 and 5 Borough Lane LLC. And DeFau and Shearer, what I learned was that it's just still stuck in the health department process. So that's why they're still held up, but they're still have ample time until September 8th. In our subdivision application category, we still have the Bloom minor subdivision. There was some talk that they might be hooking up with West Neck Water, which may somehow influence this application. But regardless, they have until August 11th. I think they're really close, was what last I heard. So I guess we'll wait to hear from the applicant if they're going to need to extend it past August 11th. West Neck Creek Cottage LLC subdivision, we're just still waiting on their submission of that final application. And they have a little bit of time here till October 14th. Ballard, we basically, this evening, it's our obligation to verbally on record declare ourselves lead agency for this major subdivision. And our attorney advises that's all it takes, and we're just going to do a verbal acknowledgement that we would like to make ourselves lead agency on the basis that we informed all interested agencies, which would include the Suffolk County Planning Commission and Suffolk County Board of Health, and we also informed the DEC. So the non-answer from the DEC is equivalent to an acceptance of our wishing to be lead agency. And the other two organizations were kind enough to write back to us and say they're fine with that. So I would like to make a motion that we do declare ourselves lead agency on the Fowler Trust major subdivision. And that would allow us to then go ahead with the Rayner Group to work on our secret and make a determination, and then we can proceed with a public hearing down the road once we do that. So may I get a second on the second, David? All in favor of lead agency? Aye. Okay, that was a full favor, all 7 members. All right. Crescent Beach LLC, we received a memo from their attorney asking for more time. And if you'll recall, we tasked them with updating their maps. That was a big discussion we had in one of our work sessions, and we did not receive that yet. So we'll just give them more time, and they asked for more time. Row minor subdivision, the last correspondence Jessica and I checked over was, they were sort of still hung up with the DEC and the health department and the building department in terms of their emergency service access. So that's why we're still waiting on Row subdivision. And we have the ever-famous white performance maintenance bond, which is still on me.
your guys'
Well, for those of you new to the planning board, it's probably not as humorous, but we have had this on
It was
the
all
agenda
when I
for-
was getting.
when you joined, it was still on there. So we're just waiting for the town board to,
Here's something that's on Stephen's desk now.
Great.
So it has made it up the queue, and so it's
Great.
actually.
okay, terrific.
Promise is promise.
I know. Amber and I had to talk about it on Monday.
Just a question, Julia.
Yeah.
What is the step for the row emergency access? They're checking code requirements?
Yeah,
or-
it's,
Yeah.
I think if I remember from our discussion, it was the width.
Yeah, no, so they're just trying to
Yeah.
figure out whether they can get there or if it's within or not within, and, yep.
Yeah. So actually, they're going ahead with what we discussed and what we asked them to do, so that's just part of their checklist. Waiting on that. So gentlemen, our next meeting is going to be Tuesday, August 12th. And somebody can make a motion to,
There's no currently pending wetlands application.
not at this moment.
I think a motion that we close. the
Is
meeting.
anybody from the audience? There.
Okay.
I do have a question, but in the previous applications that we heard, Westmoreland,
Mhm.
Little Ram, Cartwright, are they scheduled to come back?
Those
No,
are
they're at
the town board. Yeah.
Those are written up in
Yeah. But we actually, I instituted sort of a process that like we felt would be suitable, that once these things get to the town board and there is a determination made on it, Jessica's going to put that back in our SharePoint so that you can look to see, what happened after it left us and, things that we had recommended and where that took it to. It's just good to follow through and see where things go. Because at some point, we are going to be probably getting back the jurisdiction over wetlands and site plan review as well. So it's good to just be able to come back and see where we went, so.
I'm going to make a motion again to close the meeting.
Yes, thank you, David. Okay,
I'll second.
second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, aye.
Ooh, new record.
Here's my question.